here we go. There's the back. Bringing it up, that's not too bad. Okay, let's get that sound going so you can hear me. Alrighty, so what do we need to do? We need to grab this body, and we've got that body. We need to get in there and drill those holes. I've got the drill bit too. I've got black hardware. It's got Mr. Glynn's Cruel Mistress vintage telly pickups, brass saddles, bone nut. It's all good. Where the weed at? What's going on? Thank you for the follow. Good to see you. Welcome on in. Who? Okay, so that's that guy there. But that's to show you that copper-looking red cedar when it really gets polished up. It really looks copperish.
Come here, little guy. Come here, my little boy. Hello. How you doing? How you doing?
To go on top. So that's what we did there. That back's going to be sensational. That is so smooth. Very smooth. Ha! Absolutely. They are drums. They're percussion instruments as well as stringed instruments. They can be used. If you watch the old flamenco guys playing, the old Spanish guys, they're doing all that stuff. They're going tippa-tappa, tippa-tippa-dum, ring, 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 tippa-tappa, tippa-tappa, dum, ding, dong, dang. So it's all good. Right, here we go. There's the back. Bringing it up, that's not too bad. Okay, let's get that sound going so you can hear me. Alrighty, so what do we need to do? We need to grab this body, and we've got that body. We need to get in there and drill those holes. I've got the drill bit too. I've got black hardware. It's got Mr. Glynn's Cruel Mistress vintage telly pickups, brass saddles, bone nut. It's all good. Where the weed at? What's going on? Thank you for the follow. Good to see you. Welcome on in. Who? Okay, so that's that guy there. But that's to show you that copper-looking red cedar when it really gets polished up. It really looks copperish.
Come here, little guy. Come here, my little boy. Hello. How you doing?
To go on top. So that's what we did there. That back's going to be sensational. That is so smooth. Very smooth. Ha! Absolutely. They are drums. They're percussion instruments as well as stringed instruments. They can be used. If you watch the old flamenco guys playing, the old Spanish guys, they're doing all that stuff. They're going tippa-tappa, tippa-tippa-dum, ring, 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 tippa-tappa, tippa-tappa, dum, ding, dong, dang. So it's all good. Howdy doody, what's going on? Welcome to the show. It's Manny here from the Guitar Show in Sydney for another day of frivolity. Terry, what's going on? He's doing well. He's in Canada at the moment. He's near Winnipeg and he's training and he's waiting to hear back from his agent on Thursday. And he's got about a week off before he starts, or before he knows exactly where he's got to be and starting pre-season for some trials and some, tryouts and what have you. So that's the update. He's having a good time. He's enjoying himself. He loves it. He's doing his own thing. How are you doing? Good to have you join us. We're going to do we got some hardware arriving yesterday. We got our little control plate. We've got to work on that telly and get the control plate and route the pickup cavities and get that guy almost to the staining stage. So bear with us. We'll be there. Everything looks good on the screen so far. I'm just checking everything and it looks okay. We're going to try the bench. But there's the bench. That looks all right. Okay, good. Groovy. Let's move us over here. We'll bring the guitar up here and we'll have a play. We want to measure up where we need to put everything on this guy here, as you can see. Yes, he's having fun so far, Terry, that's right. I'm glad you're doing well, that's good. Excellent. Good news. That was a beautiful piece of lead light, by the way. Ma'am, you did a good job there, let me tell you, just quietly. You did a sensational job there, that was really good. So good job, well done. We've got this pre-wired thingy-bob, and we need to get this guy in there. So it's all about measuring at the moment and getting this guy lined up and stuck down there, which is what we want to do. I'll just grab the bridge. Let's line all this stuff up so you can have a closer squiz at what's going on. Closer squiz. A squiz is a little look because you squeeze your eyelids close together to have a really strong look at it. It's an Australian term, squiz. There's a word. It'll be a command in about 5 minutes flat if I know Terry. Squiz. Mark out this guy. It's the top. So this guy is, we'll get the exact measurements so we know where it ends. It is 6.5 inches long. 6.5, yep, exactly. So that's 16.5 centimeters. 16.5 centimeters. Takes us to about there. But we don't want to route that out, we want to route in between. So we want to route from there five and a quarter, so 13, 135, 140, 140. So we're going to measure that. So 165 minus 140 is 15, so we go 7.5 to split the difference. 7.5, so if I go 140 from there, I end up there. It's not enough, hang on, what did I say? 140, that's 15, 140, 165, did I say that right? 165. 165 minus 140 is, sorry, 250, so that's 125. 12.5, so 12.5 is there. Now we go 14, that should leave us 12.5, and it does. Good, so that's where we want to be. The width of this guy is going to be enough to cover the switch and the pots, so we need to measure the pots and get the switch and the pots done. Roughly it's 32 across, so we're going to take off a centimetre, we're going to make it 25, an inch. Okay, that's where it's going. So, 11 on each side, we've got 22 mil. 12, make it 24. 12, 12, 24, 24. There's our channel. So we're going to drill out this guy here. Drill that section out there. Route that clean, and then that will take this guy in that cavity, and it should sit flush in there. Check the depth of this guy, that's really good. Plenty of room. Okay. Willie Wonko, what's going on? Welcome on in. A squiz, that's the one. What's going on, Wills? Are you in well? Look at this. Look at this guy. Look at this guy coming along. Got a little seahorse guy. Got a little turtle guy. Got the neck pocket cut out. We're about to do the other pockets. We're going to drill this guy first. Just going to grab a drill and put some holes in it. Terry, you love that. This doesn't matter because we just got to drill through there and then just clean it up. I'm just going to do it by hand. Grab. Which drill do I want? The 20. Is the 20 too big? It's a little bit on the big side. I might go for something smaller. Let me grab my other drills. Aha! 3/4 inch would be perfect. This guy. This guy. Oh, actually, that's too big. Is that too big? Oh, it's pretty good. It's about right. That'll probably do. Leslie, what's going on? How are you? Good to see you as well. We've got our cameras going. We've got vocals happening. Everything's cool, calm, and collected. There's only 2% CPU. Everything's going really well so far. Did I jinx it? Willie, tell me, did I jinx it? Who knows? Right. Let's get back to this. Before we lose lights and sounds and things. Going to drill some holes now, because that's how we roll. Just like that. I do have to clean that out. I'm going to vacuum those out later. Once I route those holes, I'll be able to get that stuff out. It's only 5 mil thick, so it goes in through pretty quickly. Okay, I can route the rest clean. Get my big ass router. This guy. Do I need safety gear, Terry? I need safety gear. That's what Terry says. That's what that symbol means. So let me put my mask on. Okay. Glasses, gloves. Power cords. Power cords. Done. Ready to go. Let's go. Shake out all the rubbish. Just going to do a test fit. little bit more. Okay, we're good now. There we go. There we go. Mario, what's going on? Okay, that's that. Let me take this mask off so I can breathe again. Okay, so that's where that guy's going. Let me just quickly line him up. Let me put a hole in the bucket. Mark a hole for the screw. There we go. There we go. And we can screw that guy in place when we're ready. Now we need to get these guys done. So, first things first, we've marked that line there. Let me just remark. One, two. Okay, we're back. Just lost the mic there for a minute. Hopefully it's back. I think we're back. Yes. Okay. You guys didn't miss too much, but what I was saying was we've got this guy ready to fit into there now. We've got to cut the pockets for this guy. So I'm going to basically mark this out. Now I've got the lines on here, what I'm doing. I've got to get the templates, glue those guys down. Top goes there. Let's start with that one. Grab my templates. Templates. We've got that one there. And we've got this guy here. Okay. Fresh tape. Line that sucker right up. I think I'm going to put it right there. Let me just double check with the ring. Let's grab the pickup ring and just check the width of that guy. Okay, let me pop the neck in. More cowbell. There's our little turtle guy, for those that you didn't see it. good. That's where it's got to go, right there. Let's grab some tape. Tape, tape, tape. Da 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 da. Tape, tape, tape. Da 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 da. Tape your template. Tape, tape, tape. Da 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 da. Do we know what kind of finish this one's getting? Yeah, it's going to be electric blue stain or an ocean blue, marine blue stain. It's going to have an oil finish, so it's going to be a satin finish. I don't do nitro anymore or polyurethane. It's just not healthy for me in this current facility. I need to have a proper spray booth. I could send them away to a friend, a guy down the road who used to be a auto spray painter. He can do them for me because he's got the booth and stuff. At this stage, I haven't decided to make it. I mean, satin's more popular than shiny these days, believe it or not. Shiny's becoming very antiquated. Most guitars, boutique guitars now, I mean, shiny's still beautiful, in my opinion, but you can see most boutique guitars now are just pretty raw and pretty natural in their finishes. I'm going to mark this out first, and then, so let me mark this out and get the drilling done first. Right, let me just mark that out. Okay, need to drill that guy out. Do this one as well. Drill those out first. Rage is in the house. Texas is in the house. What is going on, you guys? Checking the depth on these pickups. I think 20 mil is how deep we normally go. 20's pretty much good, allowing for the wiring. Let's check this guy as well. 20's more than enough. So I'm going to go over to the bench now on the drill press. Let me flick the camera over there and see how we go. Where is it? Drill room. But okay, we're there. Focus. I've got to focus this guy. Come on. can see. That's good. Last hurricane. Texas, that's the whole objective, is to make you feel seasick. Right, let's move over to that room. You should be able to hear me. You should be able to hear me still. I think I've worked the mic up here. I'm going to drill some holes here. It's probably deep enough. Just change the drill bit over. Change the drill bit over. Change the drill bit over. This little baby guy. Couple of holes and then we're good to route. Good to go. Let's switch it over. Let's switch it over. Back to the bench with a vengeance. Put the mask on. ready to do our thing, Terry? What are we doing? Goggles. Routing this guy clean. Right. I've been looking for a bit, just watching the process. Bad tooth, no problem. So we've caught out these guys. We're going to now route that clean, and we're going to test fit those guys, those pickups. Put a mask on, put my gloves on, put my dancing shoes on, all that stuff, all that gear. Okay. Let's adjust the height of this guy. Okay, there it is. A little bit there. What? That one? This guy here now. So, let's start this mask. Take this mask off so I can get some breath. Ooh, it's hard breathing with that thing, but I guess that's what it's for. It does the job of removing particulates from your airways, as we say. Let's put some clean tape on that guy. We're going to line that guy up in there like so. Is that the right way? Let me double check that. I think it is. Yep. That guy's got to fit in there. Like that. Okay, the other guy should fit in there. Perfect. Nice. Put the plates on there. Screw the plate in there. It'll hold it up. It's all good. Okay. Fresh tape on the back of this. Let's do it. Get these gloves off. Shake, shake, shake. Shake that bottle. Ha! Center line, right down there. Center line, center line. We got it. Ba-doing. Right. I might have to change the bit on this guy. Oh, actually, no, hang on. I could be okay. Let me just double check that. Oh, yeah, that's too long. So I need to change this bit. Let me unplug my router. I'll unplug the router and just change that bit over. Safety first. We're touching the blade, so no power to this guy. Absolutely no power to this guy. Take the shroud off. Let's get this guy changed over. What did I do with that damn thing? I'll grab another one. Ah, there it is. Crack that guy and get the shorter guy in there. This little guy here, I think, should be good to go. Nip it up. Do, 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 do. And now we're good. Now we're cooking with microwaves, as they say. Alrighty then. Safety gear. Website. Which website are you talking about? meloscustom.com is probably dead because I've taken it offline. I'm rebuilding the website, guys, when I get some time. I just can't afford it at the moment because I'm a bit short on cash. But I need to reinvent my website, and I'm going to resubscribe to a proper, a really good front end and a really good back end e-commerce system, and get. I'm going to get all my models that I've made that haven't sold all up there as well and for sale. But I'm also doing. Last year I registered to a local boutique marketplace, and there is summer's coming up now, so we've got spring, so they're going to start exhibiting on Saturdays. I'm going to do a stream from out there as well, where I'm going to go to a live city market, and there's going to be, it's in an inner city area. There's going to be lots of musos around.
Somebody just followed me.
Ooh. Hammerhead, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. So I'm going to start at the markets very soon, probably just before Christmas, another month or two away. I want to get the website up and running first. There's still a lot for me to do. I just don't have time at the moment, just trying to make ends meet in between jobs and things. But and I've got a few things I need to finish around here as well. Once I do that, though, you'll be able to see me exhibiting all my work at the markets and people having a look. Okay, let's get back to this. Radio. Let's get our goggles on. The market's going to be great. Willie, you are excited. Are you excited, Wills? Are you excited? More cowbell. Let's roll. Alrighty, we're done. Clean up. Beautiful. Nice. Okay. Drilling holes. Terry, drilling holes time. We need to get a hole in there into that cavity. We need to get a hole in there into that cavity. This won't hurt you a bit, or it won't hurt me a bit. Terry, are we ready? Terry's favourite implement is this guy here. Need access holes? Yes, we do. We've got to drill these first. One through the neck pocket firstly. Okay, drill through there. And we're through. This guy down into there. And we're through. It helps when this side's chambered and nice and hollow. It makes it easy. You're always ready. You're born ready, girl. Born ready. So, what we need to do now, oh boy, we need to line everything up and get things sorted out. So let's, got to mark the screw holes. Got to mark out these holes here for the bridge. We don't need any holes from the back. We do need this guy. We do need a hole there for the cup, the jack cup. And what I'm going to do at the moment is I'm going to mount How's that? Yep, we're back. Okay. I don't know why, but we tend to lose every now and often, and then I just reselect them and they come back. That's really strange. Anyway, I wanted to say hi to Karen Day. We're back. So it's a real funny thing. What happens is I lose volume completely, and then I just go and toggle the mic selection from one mic to the other, and it comes back. Something's getting confused. They're probably sharing a USB port somewhere. In reality, they're drilling. Yes, there's also a volume knob. Mario, get acquainted with the volume button. It's a little button. It's got a plus and a minus. Hit the minus really hard lots of times. That also helps. Earmuffs help too, but yes, you're right. If I turn my mics off, that helps the most. Okay, let's get back to this. So we're fitting out these guys, and we want to make sure that everything looks nice and lined up. Everything's perfect. We want to get these guys in there, position everything, screw everything down. I need to get some screws for these guys. I've got a couple of little screws for these guys. This guy here. Find it. I gotta find it. There we go. That's for the bridge. Has that pickup got screws? Let me check the pickups. Nope. I need pickup screws for this guy as well. That's fine. And pickup screws for that guy. Let's get this guy screwed in place first. So I need to get some pilot holes drilled. Grab my little drills, the little baby guy. This little baby guy here. Drill some pilots for this plate. Now's the time that we mark up all our holes before we start sanding, fine sanding, finishing sanding, and getting some colour on there. Ha! You like that, Muzz? Good on you, mate. You're a champ. Muzz is a champ. Let's see if we can screw this in place and see if it grabs. Nothing like a good grab. Karen, you love this so much. I know. It's awesome. You are in love with the little seahorse guy and the little starfish guy and the little turtle guy. Where is that turtle guy? I'm going to put these guys on. Just going to fit this, make sure everything's cool. One, nice and fitted. Two, nice and fitted. Right, this guy here. Let's get some tape across here. We're going to get centers done. What are we doing? We're getting centers done. We'll have a little squiz in a minute. Squiz, for those of the uninitiated, is a look in Australia, a little squiz. You can just have a little squiz like that. Squiz. One. Pick up. Ring. Okay, we need a pencil. We need a ruler. A rule. We need to measure this guy across the middle and mark it. 100 exactly, 50 is exactly halfway. There it is, halfway. 50 is exactly halfway. Okay, you line that up here. That's good enough. Right there. I think that's what we got. Let's get that pickup in there just to make sure there's no bias. Feed those guys in that little hole. Send them through to the back room. Okay, get this guy up and over. And get that guy down like that. There we go. Okay, good there. Pilot holes. And another one. Spot on a mundi, so that goes in there. We won't screw that in. Actually, I could screw it in. Let's do that. Let's go through the motions, as they say. Got to get the little screw guys out. Little baby guys everywhere. Test fitting stuff is important. We want to make sure it sits well before we finish anything off. What are you wowing about, Mario? The turtle guy? We're going to have a look at him in a minute. That looks really good. I'm going to put the neck on there. I'm going to have a look at this guy put together in a minute, just with some of the hardware on there. Okay, that's on. This guy now, ooh, this one's tricky. Let's measure this guy across the middle here. 75, 3 inches, 1.5 inches, right there. And 1.5 inches should be right there. Line him up, line him up. What tune am I whistling, Terry? I have no idea. I'm just making it up, by the way. Those 4 buggers, they go there. Centered Amingo. Centered nicely. Now, pilot holes. We need a bigger drill. Actually, no, do we need a bigger drill? Let me check those guys. Yeah, they're a little bit bigger. I'm going to go up one. We don't want them too tight. We don't want to crack that case. Terry, do we want to crack that? No, we don't, do we? We're not happy if that cracks, are we, Terry? No, we're not. Why do I answer Terry's questions? It's like I'm speaking in the third person and answering for her. That tells you everything you need to know about my mental state. Does it not? Drunk Australian song more like it. Leslie, enough of you. Enough of that stuff. You're probably right, though. Although it's a bit early in the day, but yes. That's too big. Is it? Let me just measure those with the calipers. I've got to get the right screws on here, guys, so bear with me. This drill is 2.75. Oops, I've just dropped it. There we go. And this guy is 3. Yep, that's right. Just a little bit smaller. That's what we want. Pilot hole. Pilot hole. Pilot hole. Pilot hole. Right, mount that bridge. Nice. Spot on. Perfecto. Good. We don't like cracks. Well, no, we don't. Patrick feels neglected. Who's Patrick? Oh, Patrick is the starfish? Have we named these critters, guys? We have to have a poll. Terry, can we organise for 3 polls starting today? Today we're going to name the starfish. So pick a few names, guys. Put them in a poll, Terry. I'm just going to put 2 screws in here, just one on each end. We don't need all of them. I'm just going to put this neck back in as well, and we're going to do some magic with the neck. Okay, that's centered. Nice. It's all coming together. Now let me put this on. Give you guys a closer look. How are we doing? There it is. Starting to come together. It's starting to come together. Okay, starting to come together. There's the turtle guy. Let me just wet him down and give him a good look. Give him a good looking. Make him look sharp. Sharp dressed turtle. Ooh, I see a guitar. Corin, what's going on? Good to see you, man. Yes, it's coming together. Stanley the starfish. Stanley. What a name. There's Stanley. No, what's the turtle's name? Terry the turtle? Terry, can we have a turtle with the same name as you? Terence the turtle. Or is it Trevor the turtle? Trevor's such an Australian name. Starting to come together. Back's pretty boring. I might have something up my sleeve for that too, but I don't think so. The plate I might engrave. I might do some artwork on the grave like a shell. I'd like a big Nautilus shell or even just a nice big Venus type, what do they call it? A scallop shell would be nice. I had a boss called Stanley. He was a great guy. Excellent. Going to be fabulous. Do you like that? It's starting to come together really well. I like the classic components, especially when it gets a blue stain on there. I think they're really going to pop. That neck's really going to work well, especially with those stripes. You can see the flame through there now, that snake skin sort of flame, and little turtle guy sitting right there. So it's going to be a pretty guitar. We are going to stain the back and the sides a cedar color. We want a bit of gold in there. It's going to go a nice golden amber to offset or clash with that blue. I don't want to leave it white. It's going to get dirty and it's going to get murky. I want to get it stained. It'll actually make that grain pop beautifully and the neck to match as well, but leave the fretboard as it is. If you could see my drool, it's not pretty. Drool is always pretty, Karen. We love a good bucket of drool. Right, let's get back to this. We need to do one more hole. Terry, I'll let you guess where that last hole has to go. Think about it. What have we drilled out and what have we not drilled out? What do we still need to drill out? Are you with me? Do you know what I'm talking about? Let's get some bits and pieces, bits and bobs. While you're doing that, I'm getting some bits and bobs. While you work out what's going on with what we have to do next. We've got another hole to drill, but you've got to tell me where it's got to go. Bloody hell. There's actually 3 more holes. I'll give you a clue. Plugged in hole, pluggy. The pluggy hole. Terry, okay, there's 3 more holes. 2 are really small and 1 is really big. So the 2 small ones will be these little guys, the end pins, and the big one, I'm sorry to say that Leslie was right. The strap holes and the pluggy plug hole. Yes, the output jack. The output jack. That one that goes in there. But we'll do we'll mark out, I'll get the neck off now. We'll mark out the little guy for the end and the top. Let's do that. I'll quickly flick over. Pull this neck out. Gotcha. And we've got to put 4 more holes as well from the back, and that is for the neck itself. But we're not going to do that until we actually line everything up. That's going to fall in. Every time I hang it up, it just brushes that cowbell and Lisa jumps for joy. So basically everyone here is already a big time leather fetish. Got it. Ha! Nope. No leather fetish here. Excluding my chaps and my lederhosen, there is no leather here. Huh. Rage, what's happening, bro? What is going down, my man? I'm just going to put these screws in, A, so I don't lose them, and B, so I don't lose them. That's really the reason. Let me get this down to the ground, into the little space I drilled for this little metallic element, component that keeps things from falling apart. Wet sanding. Did you do the bridge ground? Not yet. That's another hole. But we don't need a hole for that because I think I can run it through here. No, actually, we do need a hole. I haven't done that yet either. Still got time. Don't worry. We'll get it. That's another hole, but that's a very good point that Rage makes. We need a little hole under the bridge. The bridge ground? I haven't done the bridge ground, Terry. What are you talking about? I'm just fitting all the components first to see what they look like and make sure it's all lined up nicely. I am drilling holes too. I'm just going to put these in here so I don't lose the other two screws. I didn't need to put all four in there, but now I don't. Now I won't lose them. What I'm going to do is mark out this guy over here in the back. Just in the back here, we're going to measure this guy, and we're going to take it halfway. Halfway, halfway. Where is my pen? Where is my pen? I'll just use this pen. Oh no, here it is. I'll use the lead. Measure this guy. It is 50 millimeters across from the top of the cap to the bottom of the body. 25 is an inch. It's halfway. Spot on a mundi. Right there. Get it in right there. Make a little hole. Do a little dance. Get down tonight. Right. We can drill that out. Let's get the other one done. The other one is right here. Right, the other one is right on this tip here. So I'm going to measure 25. Okay, let's grab our little pilot drill. It's actually the same drill pieces on this, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Pop a little hole in there. Pop a little hole in here. Let's test fit those little buttons, make sure they're looking good and sitting well. Shall we do that? Let's do that. Funky Town. Get down tonight. Get down tonight. I think that's the riff for Funky Town. Correct me if I'm wrong, Karen Day. You would know these things. Be Bumstead. It's Be Bumstead's favourite song because he's a funky dude. He likes to get down to Funky Town sometimes. Let me grab some black felt. Let me grab some black felt. Have you ever felt black felt? Have you ever felt black felt? There is one. Actually, no, I don't want black. I'll get white. We'll use white. Where is the white felt? I need the white felt. We don't actually need it at the moment. Let me just screw these in just to get them fitted. See how they go. I've still got to sand this guy up and what have you. It doesn't help when I drop everything. That never helps. We got those buttons looking like that. We're going to do two more holes. The bridge ground hole, of course, and also the jack, the output jack hole. Oops, get in there. Okay, so there's our little strap buttons. We've got one up there. We've got one there. We've got this hardware here. We need a ground hole there. We need to get that jack plate done. Let's pull this guy out. Okay. Let's center that guy. Now I need to see what jack we're going to use for that. Hey Alexander, what is going on? Mr. Virtual Gopher, what is happening? You want to see the turtle? I'll show you the turtle in a minute. Let me get this hole done, I'll put it all together. Let me grab some hardware. Hang on a sec, guys. Let me see what I've got here. What have we got? What have we got? Gold, 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 gold. I'm all out of silver stuff. I've got a black base one there. I've got another black base one there. Let's have a look on the other side. Aha, there's more here. What have I got in here? Switches. We don't need any switches. We don't need any of that. These would look really cool. If we wanted an ocean theme, these clear things would look really good, especially with a blue background, but we don't need those. I've got them for a reason. They're going to be used one day. I need to find a silver cup of some sort, of any sort. Unless I've run out. Terry, can you remind me to get some more cups? Jack cups. Just going through my boxes, looking for the bits I need. I'm sure I've got one somewhere. There's a gold. I don't want a gold, I want a silver. A chrome, my kingdom for a chrome. There's the white foam, guys. That's good. Okay, there's nothing there. Nothing there. Nope. Aha! That's what I wanted, the plate, and I want to do engrave a nice shell on there. So we're going to do that. Just trying to find a silver jack plate, which I should have somewhere. I thought I had some. I may have to buy some more. Goodness gracious me. God forbid that I have to buy more. Let's have a look in here. Okay. That's okay. It's not critical at this stage. It's not crucial at this stage. We're not too stressed about it, are we, Terry? Terry might be, but I'm not. Right. Jack cups, Terry. Are you onto it? It is. It's getting a blue stain. It's getting a blue stain, my man. Let me have a look in here. There might be one in here. I think I've run out of silver. Damn, I'll have to get some now, Terry. I'll have to get some, Terry. Absolutely, I'll have to get some. Now what? We have to go and get some. That's okay. We won't do the Jack Cup now. I'll go and get one. But we could work on this guy here. I need to draw a shell. And I need to show you what that's going to look like. And I need to engrave it on here. So we'll put the body away. And we're going to do some work on that guy. Let me put the neck on and show this guy what we got going. Pop that little guy because he looks so cute. There we go. There's the little turtle guy with all his little bits and pieces. He's just on there shining away. Shining away. There it is. There it is. Okay. There's the details on that horse. Seahorse. We've got the little turtle guy right there. 12 fret. Nice thin, that neck. We've got that snakeskin, stripy, spotted gum. You can see that running through there. So it's looking pretty good. It's outlined in Purple Heart, yeah. Do you like that, Willie? Willie, are you happy with that little fat guy? Is he a little fat Buddha, just like you thought? Look at him. He's as cute as a button. Little guy, little guy. He's got colours everywhere. He's a colourful little dude. He's a colourful little dude. It's not very focused, but you can see he's got blues and greens and all sorts of things going on there. So he's going to be good. Let's put this guy away. Let's get this plate out and see. I want to draw a little shell and engrave that on there. So bear with me. I'll just pull this neck out, hang that up, get that body out of the way and safe somewhere. Now what we want to do on this guy is we want to draw on this guy what we want to engrave, and it's going to be a shell, and the shell's going to look like this. Let me get some paper. I always draw it out first, roughed out. On some paper, when I can find some paper. All right, here we go. So what we want to do is this. The basic shape of this guy is going to be like this. This is just rough. So basically we're going to do something like this. So we're going to do a little type of shell, like an old, what do they call it? Clam, not a clam, you know, the thing that we eat. And I'm going to do that there. And I'm going to do that there and engrave it on that silver plate. Little chubby dubby turtle guy, that's him. Ha! Nautilus, no, not Nautilus. This guy is a scallop. The Nautilus is interesting. The Nautilus would be like this. Something like that. I can't draw it freehand. I'll have to look one up, but the Nautilus is quite detailed and the spirals would get lost, although straight lines are a lot easier, and we can break that up because I can actually etch them in by just feathering them in like that with a very light engraving pencil that I'll use. I've got a pencil engraver that does the job really well. Won't do that now. What I'm going to do is I want to transpose that onto here. That's too big. I need to do a smaller one. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to do it in pencil. So I'm going to improve that by going all the way across. Probably that's the right size. Just get the profile right. Get the main veins in there. And we get the sub veins in there. And now we join these guys by arching those together to get that scalloped. And that's why they're called scallops, because they're scalloped edges, just like scallop frets are cut out like that and shaped like that. Scallops, if you call them. We call them scallops here. That's a SCALLOPS, scallops, pronounced scallops. But scallops is another way you can call them, I guess. And I'm going to cut that out and paste it on there. Then I'm going to engrave over the top of it to get the image that I want transposed. Okay, so that's the guy we want on there. It's just wide enough to fit. And we cut that out, stick that down. Cut it out, stick it down. Cut it out, stick it down. pretty much goes all the way around. There's just a little opening there where there is a little hinge where you get the two clams sort of, and you get two halves of the scallop with usually there's a little round, muscular, little snaily guy living in the middle. Okay, let's cut that guy up roughly first. Just get as close as I can to those edges. Stick him on. Just the right size. There we go. Put him on there. Let's get some glue on there. Super glue. This is a job for, oops, too much. Yow. Spread that around. And that'll guide me. I'll clean the rest up with acetone. That's how we get rid of the super glue after we finish, because there's a lot of stained glue. We use acetone to clean that up. Okay, so that's ready to go. I'm just going to let that dry for a bit, and we'll carry on with that in a minute. Let that dry. Put this glue away. What I might do now is, while it's doing that, I want to get rid of this thing. And I want to replace this base plate, put our other bits and pieces back on there. So let me do that while that dries for a minute, and then I can get back to this engraving. I'll probably use the big Dremel because it's more powerful and more control. The little pen is nice, but it doesn't really work that well on hard materials. It's good for soft things like softwood and carving softwood, but not metal. So I won't use that. I will use the Dremel, which is just here next to me. I'm just going to get this base off and put the other plate on. Rithius, what's going on? We are well. How are you doing? Couple of triangle pieces to square it off. Yeah, absolutely. I think I did that, Terry. Remember, it doesn't have to be exact. It's a cartoon. It's a little representation. You're better than I am. I know that. You can draw better than I can. But anyway, we try, don't we? We try. We're very trying. Alrighty then. Let's put this base plate back on before I lose all the bits and pieces, and then I'm screwed. It also gives me a little bit of a break. We're happy to see you too, mate. I hope you're doing well. Sounds like you're pretty good in a good way. Mav is in the house. Hello, Mav. What's going on? Welcome on in, my friend. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. All right, we got those bits and pieces back on there. We're not going to lose half this stuff now and make this router useless. So let's put that away. We don't need that guy anymore. Let's pop this fence nut on there as well. Fence bolt. And pop this guy away. We'll get the Dremel out. We'll start drilling, or start engraving that guy. I'll probably outline all that, get rid of the paper, and then fill it in. There'll be lots of scratching and colouring and filling in. Dremel time! Let's get the Dremel. Let's get the Dremel. The Dremel is required. Here we go with the Drem. The dreaded Dremel 4300. This guy. I need to get a little tiny, weeny, incy-wincy baby guy engraver. Let me find it. Let me find it. That's the guy. Is that the guy? There it is. Get out there, that's him. Oh, he's a beauty. He's a tiny little baby guy. Can you see the tip on that? It's just a little tiny ball tip, and that's going to help me fill that in nicely. So let's put that into play. Let's do that. Put that guy away. The proposition. Yes, I think so. I think we did have that movie. Are you being proposed at the moment? Are you under a proposition of some sort? Do we have to worry about you? Are you going to be okay? Luthier, tell me. I need to know what's going on. Ha! Are you being propositioned? And if so, half your luck. Right, let's put some of this crap away, because I always leave shizen everywhere to ruin the day for Terry and everyone else. Let me get my little workbench thingy-me-bob out. This little guy will do. You guys can see me doing that. This way. There we go. I'm just going to put the rays along there, just very lightly scratch them in. You can see I'm very lightly scratching them in. Then I'll take the paper off and work on those and get them nice and defined. Next step, clean that off. Acetone to the rescue. Woo. Are you with me? Are you guys with me? You know what we're doing? So we're going to wash all that paper and the glue off with acetone. And then we'll see all the little rays, and then we're going to dolly them up, thicken them up, get the right amount of three-dimensionality in there, and get the little bumps around the edges done as well. Rightio. Let's see if I can wash this stuff off with acetone. Cleaning the glue off. Needs a fair bit though. Got to really soak it in. Scratch that out. Break that super glue down. Get as much of that paper off. You can just see. Can you see the marks? Okay, good. Wow, it dries pretty quickly, so I've got to be quick. It evaporates pretty quickly. Wow, it's hard to break down. Here we go, almost there. Almost there. So I've etched the main marks on there, and I need to now go over it again. Freehand it over the top of those guidelines. That's what we've got, just guidelines. Very fine guidelines. You can barely see. Do you like that, Terry? Terry would love that because she's into those sorts of things. No audio. Damn. How are we going there? Let's have a look here. Okay, we're back. Isn't it funny how it drops out like that? It drops out and then it comes back. But I know how to get it back, which is good. So what I was saying, Terry would like that. It's super. Leslie thinks it's super. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. So that will go onto the back here. You can see it's going to, it's going to add a little bit of something to the back of that guitar because it's a little bit boring without anything on the back. Oh, look, it's all good. Let me get that for you. So if we have a look at that guitar, we'll place that plate somewhere there. Okay, that's a nice little touch, don't you think? Do you like that, Terry? Is that a nice little touch? It works? It works. Little ocean theme. The plate. We've got these guys here. We've got the turtle guy up here. We've got starfishes. What's his name again? Stanley, did we say? Well, I don't even know what these names are. The seahorse, is he Stanley? Starfish and seahorse. We have to name them. And the turtle guy, that's probably just Trevor. What do you think? I think that's what we do. That's what we call him, Trevor. He will be from now on known as Trevor. Trev for short. Indeed it is. Okay, cool. Going to have a quick look here. Let me just do this quickly and see what's going down. Matt Burrows is on. I'm going to raid Matt Burrows in a minute. Seahorse is the Seamus, according to Lisa. Seamus the Seahorse. That's a good name. Seamus the Seahorse. Kicking that off. There it is. It's nice and fast now. We've got some decent action going on. Thank you very much, guys and girls. I will see you again tomorrow. I'm back again. Yes, indeed. Now that my days are full of nothing, I've got lots of work to do actually. But I'll be back again tomorrow, so I'll check you then. Look after each other. We're going to go over to Matt now. Until tomorrow, guys and girls, have a great night, have a great morning, great day, wherever you may be. Manny from the Guitar Show in Sydney. Clocking off one more time. Be good. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.